Good day and welcome to the Abba's House Nugget for today. I pray these continue to be a blessing to you. Please like, share, and subscribe and put on your post notifications. If you've already been doing that, thank you so much. We appreciate you from the bottom of our hearts. We are still in the life of Joseph and we're trying to wrap up the story, but there's so much meat in that story that we're going to go through. We're in chapter 42 and we're going down past verse 6. Joseph's brothers have come to Egypt, they bow down to him. There's a dialogue, there's a discourse going on, a back and forth. Joseph doesn't reveal himself to them, and he even goes as far as to holding the brothers in prison, and he just changes, he holds one, he sends them back for his younger brother, and they go and they come back with the younger brother, and he still hasn't revealed himself to them. And in my thinking as I read this story, it made me look at relationships and reconciling relationships and understanding how relationships work. These are individuals that would have done some bad things to Joseph, and I want you to think about what you would have done if you were in that same position of authority and your brother showed up. Yeah, you see a dream before your eyes, and it's here. You want to treat them right, and I want to highlight the fact that because of Egyptian custom and the authority that Joseph had, when you read the story, there was nothing evil about what Joseph did to his brothers. It was within his authority, and it was within his right to question them. It was in his right to protect Egypt, right? But these were people that had treated him badly. And let's think about reconciliation. You don't need to necessarily take a person all the way back to the position that they were when you're trying to reconcile. You need to assess, if things are the same as they were before. And I see that in some of the questions from Joseph. I think he was trying to get at what was the character of the individuals. And I would tell you, if you are had an issue with other individual or individuals, and you're trying to reconcile that relationship, it doesn't make sense to try to reconcile if the issue that was there before is still there. You understand what I'm saying? You have to try to live. Well, I shouldn't say you shouldn't try to reconcile. I should say you should try to live peaceably with all men. You should make peace. But restoring that relationship doesn't make sense if the issue that was there before is still there. And I think in this story, Joseph was able to prove within his brothers that they were men of stronger character than they were before. And you would see in the story that he didn't reveal himself for a long period of time. And I want to make the point that not everybody needs to be that close to you. Not everybody needs to see you see your innermost, deepermost, if you understand what I'm trying to say. Not everybody needs to be that close. We need to be smart in our relationships. We are to love everyone, but that doesn't mean that treating everyone right is treating everyone the same. Treating everyone right doesn't mean that everyone needs to be your best friend. It doesn't work like that. So those are some thoughts that came to me in this story as I saw Joseph restoring the relationship with his brothers. He was more concerned about his younger brother and his father than he was his brothers, because he had a good relationship with them the last time he was with them. But it was his brothers that did him dirty, if you want to put it that way. And it took some time for him to reveal who he was to them. In fact, he he sent them back to get their brother and all of that stuff to see if, they would really do the right thing. He put money back in their satchels to see, and they came back with double the money. So sometimes we have to allow persons to prove themselves before we put them into positions in our lives that have influence. And I'm encouraging you to think of your relationships with purpose. Every single individual in your life should play a role that pushes you into purpose. I do pray that this message today was a blessing to you, and it was very practical in the relationship that you have in your life. Go do, go give, be blessed.